Part 2. Suddenly, the lily pads in the pond came together and turned to stone, while the waters parted to each side. God created a pathway so the slaves could get to the other side. But Dark Visor's army was right behind them. Did they give up? No way. As the sun began to rise, the slaves arrived on the other side of the pond, and the lily pads returned to normal. The pond filled with water and muck. The soldiers sank into tons of mud and water and clambered to shore. "It's not easy being mean," said the king, pulling himself out of the muck. "Ribbit," said a frog behind him. With the army defeated, the slaves cheered on the opposite shore. And then it happened. 2 words suddenly popped out of the sand. The end. "Thanks for not giving up, Junior," said Mo. "Thanks for teaching me to never give up," replied Junior. "Goodbye, Space Boy," said Princess Hairsprayer. "Be strong and never lose hope," added Cute Sandwalker. "May the Lord always be with you." The 2 giant words swirled around Junior like a desert whirlwind. The next thing Junior knew, he was back in the Treasure Trove bookstore, shaking sand from out of his hat. In the store, Mr. O'Malley shuffled out of the back room when he heard the bell above the door jingle. Junior said to Mr. O'Malley, and he told him all about his adventure, Dark Visor, the frogs, Mo. "Aye, but what did you learn?" asked Mr. O'Malley. "That God wants us to have hope in him, and that we shouldn't give up, even when things get difficult. By the way, do you have the beginner's guide to playing tubas?" "I sure do, laddie," Mr. O'Malley chuckled. "Let it be my gift to you." "Thanks," Junior beamed as he hopped out of the store. Then Mr. O'Malley said to himself, "New hope you have. Happy that makes me." Want to read a real story about having hope in the Lord? Well, you can always go to Exodus chapters 1 to 15. So what did you think of that, Jess?
Well, you know, it is pretty good, but, and kids, you always know that there is more books. And it says here that, you know, I actually had this one before, and it's called Lost in Place.
Lost in Place?
Yeah, Lost in Place. And now, because the boy gets lost in place, and before that happens, he plays hide and seek. And I haven't had the spoon in this time, but I want to get it. And that looks like Anakin, doesn't it?
What did you think of the story? What was the lesson from this story, FrogWars?
It says here.
What was the lesson?
It was like you mustn't give up and trust in the Lord.
And what was your favorite character?
I would say I've got really 3.
Which ones?
Anakin,
Mo.
and 3CPO.
And C3PO. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.
And if you look on VeggieTales.com, you'll see all kinds of stuff. You get to watch movies, games, and...
Well, this is an ad for VeggieTales.
And you can also click on... you can also click on Qwerty. You can also get a verse for everything, and you can also play games, videos, and all that kind of stuff. You know, like you can do pretty much, and you can change rooms of them. Larry likes his with a super couch thing, and you can play like Larry's water ride, or like veggie football, or anything like that, you know.
Okay, good. And
puzzles, you can do anything. And like, so I'll see you next time on the JesseG show.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Can I